Alright, what is going on, fellow Blazers? Jayz here, and today we are here reviewing my very own Genshin account. Now, if you look right there, I mean, like right there, that statement is true, okay? Before the video starts, I would just like to say, that statement is true. Now, listen, it doesn't mean I'm giving you the 5-star, and it doesn't mean you're getting it right away. But guaranteed, in 90 pulls, you will get a 5-star. Just saying. Alright, so, let's get started. So basically this is going to be my about 6 month, maybe a little over that, progress video in Genshin. I played pretty much every single day. As you can see, AR-56, just hit it recently. Inazuma helped with that a lot because, you know, there was so much to do. I still haven't done all the quests. I mean, I've done all the main quests. There's probably like 3 side quests I have left. So starting off, we'll look at my weapons. So clearly I'm not free to play, okay? You know, yeah, before we do that, let's go to the shop. So we have this. I bought that, of course, and then I have this. You know, you got that for free. I don't know who's paying for this. Like, if you didn't get this and you're paying. Anyway, I don't buy any of this. I have bought one of them once, but they're just not worth it unless you're an extreme whale. Recently bought this. Didn't have one, but Ayaka has that now, and then all of these have been purchased before. We'll keep it at that. So I got a couple weapons, a couple 5-stars. This will eventually be on my Ganyu. It will do her justice. Then we got R2 Skyward, Song of Broken Pines. Made a video on that. My summons for Eula on that. Skyward Spine, Aquila, R2 Skyward Pride, Skyward Blade, and then I have a couple other 4-star weapons that are 90 and 80. Nothing too crazy. I do ore farm, and I do more than ore farm, bro. I go into other people's worlds and do that. But as you can see, I'm running a little low. I only started like at most 2 months ago. I didn't start at the beginning of the game because I wasn't informed. But I have a decent amount of weapons leveled, so it's okay. Then we got artifacts, you know, the usual. Got a bunch of plus 20s and probably not that many salvageable ones anymore. Still a decent amount, you know, 783. Food, no one gives a shit about this. I have Zhong Lee, I can block it all. We got my resources. Not looking the greatest anymore, but still got a lot of stuff. As you can see. I swear at ore farm, bro. I use a lot of ores, okay? Got all this. Obviously I have all that. No one gives a shit about this stuff, and then yeah, gotta upgrade the tree, you know. I don't even know what's here. Okay, well, this is all I have for. I don't really focus on the teapot that much, but I guess we can get into characters. Okay, so starting off, I guess we'll just go through every single character real quick. We have Ayaka, my most recent 5-star that I pulled. Her stats are looking a little weird at the moment. Obviously, I can have the low crit rate because she's on 4-piece Blizzard Destroyer, so she gets an additional crit rate bonus. So her stats are looking a lot better now, but because I recently got the Blacklift, but her artifacts are kind of bad, so they're a work in progress. Like, we'll go through them. This is pretty bad. That's okay. That one's decent. This one's okay, but I will be switching to this. Oh wait, that's an HP. Don't ask, okay? I accidentally leveled that one. Didn't realize it was HP main stat. But I'll be switching this one out once I. This is pretty bad too, and then this is okay. I mean, whatever, bro. I had nothing. Okay. C0 and 845. I need to work on her talents. I'm gonna crown her auto attacks sometime soon. But yeah, moving on, we have Kazuha. My Kazuha's okay. I mean, he's like a rainbow Kazuha. Like, don't ask why he has Crimson Witch. Okay, it just happened to be that way. I put an EM piece on him, but we got this, which is pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good. This, which is also pretty good. I mean, HP percent kind of cucked me, but that's okay. This is also pretty good. That's decent as well, and then this is okay. I mean, Got a little bit of crit damage, not much. Super low rolls there. And he has Iron Sting. And C0 talents aren't that high because he uses diligence books, and, you know, trying to save those for Ganyu. Yeah. Moving on, we have Mona. My Mona's pretty decent. She's as a support right now, but I gave her Solar Pearl. 2-piece Noblesse, 2-piece Heart of Depth. I do not have a lot of Noblesse pieces, so she's stealing it from other characters at the moment. So yeah, that's okay. That's pretty bad. That one's decent for a support Hydro user, and then that's pretty good for also a support Hydro user, or just a DPS in general. I mean, you got crit rate, crit damage, and ER. That's a rare find. And then this is just no. But I have her C1. Don't remember when I got her. It wasn't enough, and her talents aren't that high because I don't know if I want to invest in her yet, to be honest. I mean, I like her, but it's resources, man. You gotta understand. Then we have Zhang Lee. You do not take damage with this man. Obviously, put him on a 5-star weapon. That's that Skyward Spine, my bad. Then, yeah, he's on 4-piece Millilith. Obviously, I have him built as mainly a shielder, but he does damage too. This is like if this was HP percent, or one of them was, it'd be a lot better, but that's okay. This is decent, but if you rolled crit rate instead of EM or flat HP, would have been better. This is kind of copium, but whatever. This I recently got. This is like almost perfect for Zhong Lee. Or I didn't recently get this, but I just recently leveled it. Because, like, I think it had these 3, and I'm like, you know what? Might as well. Because, like, it could be good for Zhong Lee. And then I have this, which is really bad, but that's okay. And C0, his talents are a little bit leveled, yeah, 187. And moving on to Eula. My Eula's not great, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't farmed for her. Like, I stopped farming for her when she came out. And it's not because I don't like her, it's just because I used so much resin going into the domain when it came out that I really didn't want to. So we have this, really bad. Like really bad. To have more crit rate than crit damage on that's a base crit damage roll, and it's low. So like, this is pretty good because she needs that energy recharge. Even if you have a battery like Rosaria or something, it's still good to have. And then crit rate, crit damage. This is decent. I mean, it got a little bit of crit rate, not that much crit damage, but that's okay. This is the best part of her. Almost got 30 crit damage on an onset goblet, which means I can use whatever headpiece I want, but sadly I chose this because it's the best crit rate I got going for me. I mean, you know. Yeah, you guys can see it. I don't know if I showed this, but C0 and her talents are 8, 7, 10. I crowned her alt. My first ever crown. Moving on, we got Hu Tao. She's pretty good, I'll admit. 74, 215. With, obviously, this isn't deathmatch. This is Staff of Homa, because I pulled it.
If you get me in a fight part, I can show you my skills.
Okay, so anyways, moving on from that, we'll go to her artifacts. Honestly, for her stats, they're not even that great. They're decent. This one's pretty good because, you know, HP, attack, and then crit rate, crit damage. The attack's not as important, but hey, extra attack is always good. This one, surprisingly, you would look at this and call this a shit piece, and well, I would too. But this is way better than my old feather. This one's okay. Nothing crazy there, but HP percent, got what I need for the substats. This is also a lot better than my old Pyro Goblet, at least for Hu Tao it is. I mean, for anyone else this is copium, but. And then this is also really good for a Hu Tao. I mean, They got a flat defense roll, but hey, what can you ask for, okay? C0, I wanted to go for C1, but I decided to go for Homa instead, and, well, I lied, I didn't get it, okay? And then, I was gonna crown her, but, like, hey, that's a lot of resources, man, okay? Moving on to Zhao, I don't know if I have him built at the moment. I don't, okay. Yeah, he's got nothing on, but I guess we'll just showcase, you know, what he could look like. I used to use him, don't use him as much anymore, because, like, him at C0, which I have him at C0, is not that fun. At least in my opinion, he's a little all over the place, but, you know, that's okay. Child, I also used to use a lot. Don't use him as much anymore, but I use him for Spiral Abyss and for other things when I want to use him. So obviously he's not built, but when he is, I think he's like 50 crit rate to 200 crit damage, so good stats, but obviously he has this, which I'm hoping will be good on Sara when she comes out, so I can put that on her, because, you know, R2 has to be good. C0, his talents are okay. And moving on to Jean, she's also not built, but I do like to build her. I originally had her on Aquila, but she had a big energy recharge problem, so I'm going to build this with her, but you guys have seen my ors, I know. C0, I wish I had her at C1, because it's pretty good, instead of some other characters at C1, but that's okay. Ning Wong, I also don't have built, but she is, what, yeah, C6 now. Yeah, obviously, if I was using her, she wouldn't be on that. Talents aren't that high. Well, they're okay. And Rosaria, she also, is she built at the moment? Yeah, she's decently built. She's copium, but she's built as a battery right now. Obviously, I haven't farmed the, well, I farmed the cryo domain a ton, okay, but I haven't gotten a lot of, like, I'm literally using a 4-star hat. So if that says something, you know. She's C4, I wish I had her C6 as well, and her talents aren't fully leveled up yet, but I do plan to invest more in the future with her. Diona, I used to use quite a lot, and, well, why use her when I have this? Literally you don't take damage. Her, you do take some damage, but she's a healer too, so you heal. She has, like, nothing on right now. I mean, she probably, yeah, okay. I put whatever on her. I used Sackbow on her because, like, I'm a fucking whore for Sackbow. I like the skill cooldown. And yeah, it's her artifacts, C3. Surprised I don't have a lot of other of these, like, 4-stars at C6. Like Rosaria, I can understand because I haven't summoned on too many banners where she's on it. Well, I have, but she also hasn't been out for as long. Like, I don't know how she's not C6. Anyway, moving on, we have Fischl. Fischl I do use quite a bit. I mean, not so much anymore. She's decent. Nothing insane, but obviously R5 stringless. 4-piece Thundering Fury, which is not great for her, but it's what I have, okay? I guess we'll go through real quick. I usually, obviously her and Beto are the main Electro supports in the game. There's 2 coming out next patch, but so this is okay. Nothing crazy, but pretty good. This is pretty good. This is also decent. I think, yeah, I have this one, which sacrifices a little bit of crit rate, but to gain crit damage, and sacrifices also some energy recharge. So, don't know why I have this on Beto, because she has a huge energy recharge problem, but I have this on Fish at the moment for the crit rate. Yeah, this is my best Electro Goblet, and then this don't ask why I leveled it. I literally leveled it just so I could get crit rate. I know it's a terrible piece. I will salvage it as soon as I get a better one. Okay. For her, I also have her at C3, and talents are a little bit leveled up there. Then we move on to Beto, who I usually just swap artifacts with Fischl if I'm going to use her, so you can tell she's not using any at the moment. Skyward Pride R2, and she is C5, not yet C6, and her talents are not that high, but that's okay. Razor, who I haven't touched in forever, but used to use him when I was new at the game. He has nothing on at the moment, but C2. It used to feel like I got so many Razors, but that was when I was, like, new to the game and, like, didn't spend much. And I was surprisingly I only have him C2, which, hey, I'm not complaining, Mahoyo, okay? calm down. Then we have Shincho. I don't know. Yeah, he's not really... I mean, I just built him full energy recharge at the moment. Listen, I'm trying to get him on a optimal set, but he's also not using the artifacts I would put him on if I was using him at the moment. But C6 talents are not that high for him because, you know, he's really good. You'd want higher talents, but I'm working on it. As a matter of fact, we'll level that up real quick. You know, don't know why it wasn't. Moving on to Bennett. Yeah, I don't use Bennett. There's a specific well, there's not a specific reason. I just don't like him. I'm gonna be honest. Like, no hatred towards him, but there's nothing I like about him. And I guess this is more of an excuse for me not to use him. Okay, don't freak out, but listen. I'm not even mad, okay? Like, I genuinely don't care. So, I'm never going to use them other than for fun when I want to pyro infuse people. Or if there's like a really good pyro DPS that needs it. Yeah, you can tell talents are not leveled. Then we move on to Zhong Ling. I've been using her a little bit more recently. I used her at the start of the game. Obviously, she's not built right now, but she can be... she's really good, first of all, and she can be pretty fun. I have her at C6 as well, and her talents could use some work. Well, I guess we'll review this character. So, we give her her best in slot weapon because that's what she deserves. No artifacts because that's what she deserves, and Constellation 2. Please help me. Her talents, clearly. And we got Babada. No one cares. Obviously, when I used her, she had Thrilling Tales, but don't have any use for her anymore. C6, blah blah blah, bam. Moving on, we got the MC. Don't use this guy either, but I still have yet to try out the Electro version of him. Might do that on stream at twitch.tv/JayzBlaze. C6 on everything, of course, except for Electro, because I don't think you can even get C6 yet. Talents are nothing. And Chongyun, I was so hyped to get this guy at first, but I haven't touched him since I got him, really. C6 as well, though. And yeah, Kaching recently pulled her in the same multi as Ayaka. Actually, it was really crazy. I lost my 50-50 on the Ayaka banner with Diluc. Really sad. He's one of my favorite characters, but I just don't have the resources to build him at the moment. And I also have Hu Tao, so there's no need for a pyro DPS at the moment. And then I summoned till I got Ayaka, and in the same multi I got Kaching, so my pity's reset, which is good. I'm guaranteed the next 5-star. She has nothing. You know, Constellation 0, talents. I'm not touching these two for a while. So they have nothing. And then moving on to Noelle. I really like Noelle. I don't even hate her playstyle. It's just like, I'm not a fan of characters that have really long cooldowns. But I don't know. Just I haven't used her in a while. I used her a ton at the beginning of the game. She's C6. Talents not leveled up because I don't use her anymore. Sucrose also don't use, but I use her on other accounts. Like, I have a free-to-play account that, well, I kind of gave up on now, but she's pretty fun, I won't lie. C1 only, which is somewhat surprising. Kaya also don't use, but I've used him as a DPS and other things on other accounts. Also fun. Obviously he has nothing on him. C0, because, you know, you can only pull him off the standard banner. And speaking of characters you can only pull off the standard banner that I do have constellations on, I have C5 Lisa, which I'm honestly not happy about this. Like, obviously it's really rare, and hey, Sekka would be going crazy because that man has spent thousands just on the standard banner to try and get her. I mean, I'll be honest, I've spent money on the standard banner. Stupidly, of course, but yeah, I'm almost full constellation with Lisa, and I don't use her because she kind of sucks. Yanfei, another character that also kind of sucks, sadly. I also have her C6, which is sad. Then we have Xinyan, don't use, but I want to use her on one of my accounts maybe, because she's cool, I guess. And then also C0 Amber. So that's all my characters. I don't know what else to show off. We got the battle pass that recently came out. I bought the bundle one, and I mean the battle pass is not hard. I'm already almost maxed. So yeah, that's my review of my very own Genshin account. That's my 6-month progress. Maybe in 6 more months from now, I'll make another video. Hopefully my account will be a lot better by then. And you guys can stay tuned for that. But that's going to end off the video there. Peace and live and learn.